Throwing to start here is Tua.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And it's Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Tua sets up to pass it.
And that's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
2nd down and 4. The 2 is going to change things up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
Rodgers now on first down.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown!
Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to move back in front.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Berrios now from his end zone. And not a great return here. We'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And a check down complete to Hall.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to win.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Take it at the 37. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Jets at 9-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught here by Dosich. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Quick throw here to Johnston. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Dolphins take over at 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. For third overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting out.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Steps away to his left. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. They're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The final shot before half for Rodgers.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Hey, 88. Box it.
Now Rodgers, a final shot before break.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
How did he stay on his feet?
Now he's into the clear again.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score.
Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Straight ahead is Hall. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing. Like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 22 yards. And the Jets have opened the lead up to 30. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Tua going to change the play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Escape and a big loss this here as he's taken down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Hall on a give up the middle. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A silent run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Berrios now from his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open net is Waddle complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in... And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On play action, here's Tua.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Taking it right down Broadway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Tua going to throw. Out to his left. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Tua now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. 170 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll go again with Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A toss left side for Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.